pallbearer has now taken off all of his makeup. He is just showing off chest hair, an uncomfortable amount of chest hair, not usually something that Mike Ryan does a whole lot of around here. Usually he's very guarded about these things.
It's an appropriate amount for me.
Is it?
Yeah. Nice amount of chest hair.
Worst part about the punishment was discovering that there was only one makeup removal wipe because Dan's so goddamn kinky. We're always dressing up around here, so I had to apply baby wipes to my face. Just white little dingleberries all over my beard. Not fun.
I don't want you guys to ever be able to get the costumes off. I want you to be perpetually in costume. Mike Schur called me last night with a terrible idea. We are now going to attempt to execute. He believes that his dreams, his sports dreams, are ripe for our analysis. So, Mike Schur, thank you for being on with us. We will get to your stat of the day in a moment. But can I get you any imaging? Can I do anything to dress up this segment? You are somebody who works at the height of entertainment. I should just trust your judgment on what's going to be good and what's not going to be good. What do you need here to support the dream that you had last night?
Honestly, what I really need is just some help. I need help interpreting this dream because I find dreams abstract and confusing and surreal. And I was hoping I had a real dream that I found very hard to interpret and understand. And I thought if I brought it to my friends here at Meadowlark, they could maybe help me. This is an actual real dream that I had 2 nights ago. So can I just tell you the facts? I'll just tell you exactly what it was. And then I think if we put our heads together, we can figure out maybe what's bothering me.
All right, we can do that, but we will support, as soon as you begin, we will support it with something. Mike and his chest hair will summon something.
Okay, great. So I'm going to tell you the dream, and I will say that, again, this is a real dream that happened to me, and also, unlike Amin El-Hassan's dreams, this one will not take 40 minutes to explain. So here we go. Here's my dream. Ready? I'm walking along in a large crowd, and I somehow understand that I'm going to see a sporting event of some kind. I'm nervous. I feel like anxiety that about what's going to happen. I'm with a group of people, but the group of people keeps getting kind of lost in the crowd, and I'm trying to catch up to them and sort of keep us together. There is an earthquake. Everyone screams. People start falling into large holes in the ground. I fall. I reach out and grab someone's arm, and I look up, and it's Jimmy Butler, the power forward, small forward sometimes for the Miami Heat. You probably know him. So Jimmy Butler is holding me. The ground under me has opened, and there's just an abyss under me. He's looking down and smiling at me. I try to make a joke. Like, I try to make some kind of funny joke about how he plays for the Heat, and I have said things about him in the past that he might not have liked if he heard. I can't form the joke. I can't come up with the witty quip to say. And he's just staring at me, and he's holding me up. And then in a flash, it becomes extremely clear to me that he is going to let go of me, and I'm going to die, and there is nothing I can do. And then I wake up. So it's so hard to understand. Dreams are just so maddening, and I just wish that there was a way that I could understand what this dream means.
To be clear,
does anybody have
I'm hearing this
input?
for the first time. He's not making any of this up. This is not from his creative mind. This is a nightmare that woke him up.
This is like This Is the End meets Lion King.
Was Jimmy Butler in uniform as he did
this? Yes, he was indeed. He was in
Which uniform?
like a warm up, a red Heat warm up uniform-y kind of a thing.
Odd time for a joke, by the way, right when he's trying to save you.
But that's the thing is, I was like, maybe hopefully you'll forgive me for the things I've said about you, and I was trying to do that version of a joke,
You were trying to please him. You were trying to have him save your life.
Also an odd time for that.
Well, but
I was like, no hard feelings, right, bud? Kind of thing. You know what I mean?
What he's trying to do, you're right, it's an odd time for that, Chris, but what he is trying to do is summon what he believes to be his singular talent in order to save his life. And he can't even summon what is he's trying to please Jimmy Butler with the only thing that he does that brings anyone pleasure. And he
That's right.
And
hey, yo.
and he
No,
can't-
he's right. He's right.
and he can't do it. And Jimmy Butler laughs at his pain and then does let you go. The feeling of falling that wakes people up. He has let go, and that's when you wake up.
In Dream Jimmy Butler's defense, he did not actually let me go. I just in my head was like, "Oh, I'm dead. He's going to let me go," and that's when I woke up.
That's even worse because it's just showing in your dreams that you're so fearful of what he's going to do to you in the future that he doesn't even have to do it to you for you to feel that same sensation of fear repeating itself over and over again.
Yes, thank you, Jeremy Taché. That's an excellent analysis.
I have
What
more
just happened?
I have more questions. How many people?
Yeah, sure.
How many people are around? Are all of them falling into holes?
Big crowd, large crowd. I again knew that there were several people who were like in my group, but I could see them in the distance. I was trying to get to them. I assume one of them was Bill Simmons, one of them was Mike O'Malley, and one of them was Kevin Hench, but I don't know.
Are there family members you love here, or your children around?
No. This is purely sports tribalism at play here.
How many holes? Do you hear the screaming of death and whatnot? How often do you have dreams that involve you falling great distances? Because those are some of the worst. I would say that some of the worst dreams I have, I wake up from because I'm falling.
No, I'm not I don't remember my dreams very often. But I don't recall another dream where I was in an earthquake or any kind of hole or abyss opening up underneath me. This is a first.
Dan, do you still have that dream where you're stuck in a tube? Because you said you have that dream a lot.
Upside down, yeah, upside down with stuck in a tube.
Like the bank tube?
I mean, but my size.
Pneumatic tube.
And I'm stuck and I've got my hands. I'm on doing a handstand, but I'm also stuck.
And
now,
where's Jimmy Butler at this time?
I'm not going to
Yeah,
be
where's
able to,
Jason Tatum? Is Tatum there?
No, God, no. Like I don't. The Celtics.
He doesn't strike any fear. Who are you pleasuring?
Why would I have trouble sleeping because of the
Pleasing,
Celtics?
sorry.
I just assume that when people have nightmares, it's always that their opposing rival basketball team members are there. That's based on my experience. That's what happens.
If it's Jaylen Brown holding you, just force him to turn to his left. Yep.
Who do I dream is pleasuring me is the question.
No, because he was trying to please Jimmy Butler, so I was wondering in your dream, who are you pleasing?
Can you tell me more information about whether there are any other Heat players involved in this dream? Are there any other people you recognize? Is he holding you by the wrist, by the hand? How flimsy is his grip? Are you feeling safe while he's holding you?
It was an action movie. It was one of these deals, like an action movie, hand to sort of mid forearm kind of a deal. And it was very clear, just so everyone understands this, it was very clear that Jimmy Butler could easily pull me up and get me to safety. Like I was like, oh, if he wants to, he can do that. He's a large, strong person. And then I just realized like he's not gonna do that. He's gonna let me go.
But did you feel initially safe, and then his face came into focus, and you realized it was Jimmy Butler? Like, how did that unfold?
I felt relief because I hadn't fallen. And then I looked up and saw it was Jimmy Butler and was like, oh, no.
It's a reveal. So you're saying...
Yeah, it's a reveal, yeah.
So wait, are you scanning up on his body? Like when the realization that this is not a dream, you're not being saved, it's a nightmare, is how does that unfold?
It was like, falling, looking down, seeing the abyss, getting caught, and immediately like looking up and just right at his face and seeing like, oh, it's Jimmy Butler. I'm dead.
Well, and this is like your own creation within the good place / the bad place, with everything sort of falling into abyss and everything spiraling out of control, except in this case, it would just be giant Jimmy Butlers walking around, saving you from what is supposed to be a good ending here, which is, hey, I'm saved. I'm not falling into this pit. And yet here we are, Jimmy Butler staring me in the face, laughing at me as he always does.
Yeah, I think that I thought when I woke up, I was like, oh, this is the nightmare is that I'm in a world where Jimmy Butler is a god figure, and he has the ability to decide whether I live or die or am happy or sad. And then when I woke up, I was like, oh, that's the world I actually live in.
That's right. It's not a dream. It's only your reality all the time.
Yeah.
The playoffs are always. Let's go ahead and play the stat of the day music. I'm hoping, too, he can give us some illumination on everything happening with the Dodgers.
Start of the day, start of the day, it is the start of the day. Start of the day, start of the day, it is the start of the day. Start of the day, start of the day, it is the start of the day. Start of the day, start of the day, it is the start of the day.
Stat of the day is brought to you by Venmo.
You know who I'm not scared of is the Pistons. Pistons have lost 25 straight games. The all-time record is 26. Their last win was October 28th against the Bulls in the third game of the year. So if the Pistons lose to the Nets in Brooklyn on Friday, they will both tie the record for longest losing streak in the NBA history. And also, they will have gone from before Halloween to after Christmas without winning a single basketball game.
That's crazy.
I'm going to see them in Boston on the 28th, and I'm terrified. I'm going to have another nightmare about this. I'm terrified that that's where the winning streak will end. That the Celtics are going to sit everybody.
Come on.
And that the Pistons will win. Look, I just told you what I was dreaming about. You don't think I'm scared of things like that? You don't know me at all.
You have less than a minute left here, and last time we talked, we said Atlanta is better than the Dodgers and that the Dodgers still need pitching. The Dodgers no longer seem to need pitching. What do you make of them spending more than $1 billion before the Marlins have spent $1?
It's truly wild. And also, by the way, I think the Red Sox have spent $1 million, and they are a large market team. I think the Dodgers amazingly still need pitching. They have multiple guys with multiple Tommy John surgeries. They got Glasnow, which will help, although he hasn't been healthy in 2 or 3 years. I think they still crazily need pitching because of all of the injuries to all of the guys that they've had over the last few years. So this is great for me because it keeps them out of New York. The Yankees had gotten him. I think they would have walked away with the East. But it's pretty amazing. I think I tried to look this up, and I couldn't for the stat of the day. I believe that the Dodgers have spent more money in this offseason than the Marlins or maybe Rays have in their entire history.
See you
I think
later,
it's very
Mike.
possible.
Good talking to you, sir. Good seeing you.
Thanks.
Happy holidays, buddy.
Thanks for helping me with my dream
Sweet dreams.
interpretation.
It's a great dream.